Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots. Who go to shells, dust, light, sources, pessimists, vassals, enemies of the state, backstabbers, data miners, Facebookers. I shaved. Hurt a little bit because I used a rusty shaver. But anyway, I want to talk about Facebook and primarily the spectacle that's been going on and the circus that follows the spectacle. To all the investors who are unleashing lawsuits now because they think they were duped and that the company was overvalued. I'm not the savviest investor around, but I can look at this whole situation and tell that you have nobody to blame but yourselves. And if you fell for this whole thing, then you don't really know much. I guess you just fell for the hype. And if you fall for the hype, you get what you deserve. You can look at the Facebook business model, and it has a number of flaws. And like I say, I'm not a financial analyst or a huge savvy investor, but I can tell you that there's limited growth potential. We've reached the saturation point. This is the high point probably. And the growth forecasts, realistic growth forecasts, have already said it's going to go lower. And it has very few avenues to either change its format, because Facebook is what people expect it to be, a social networking. If they make it too busy and try to expand into more things like streaming, they're going to tamper with their business model, and it's going to cause their decline that much quicker. Netflix found that out with their model change. And I think also that people are finding that the whole idea of spending that much time adding a virtual social network on top of your real social network, it really consumes a vast amount of time. People do not live in the moment with their Kindles and their iPads and their cell phones and their movies, TV, music, library, everything with them all the time. I know a lot of people right now are using all this technology merely because they can, but at some point, I think the interest level will be tapering off. And I also think because of the economic collapse, more and more people are finding that they don't really have the time, or it seems too frivolous to spend too much time on Facebook. So it's a limited advertising vehicle as well, and doesn't really have a lot of avenues for actually generating revenue, which of course is a pitfall with a lot of internet companies. A lot of hype and not much way to generate revenue. Of course, YouTube has had that problem as well. So anyway, to all you investors that are holding a flaming bag of poop, I suggest you drop the flaming bag of poop, and when it hits the ground, you stomp it out and try to put out the fire. But you're never going to get the dog shit off your shoes. So, and as far as this whole spectacle with the unleashing of the lawyers, of course, the lawyers are always the ones that come out ahead, so they're going to make a lot of money off this, and that's great, because that's how it should be. That's what we expect. But as far as the rest of them, they're only going to drive the price of the Facebook down further with all these lawsuits. So it'll be a vicious cycle, and I'm all for it. I love watching the shit. I love seeing these guys squirm and cry like babies and want special rules and want to blame somebody else and not take the responsibility. Me, I like to see them dancing on a flaming bag of shit. So I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too, and too late for you Facebook investors. I could be wrong. The value may go up, but in the meantime, enjoy the ride.